Oh, what a feeling to be loved, to know that you are, and to experience it in its fullness. But how many of us confuse love with value? There's a difference, and most of us seek value more than we seek love. Because what is love? When you think of love, the closest thing that you have that you can use an example is your family. You love your family, or at least you have family that you can say you love, or anyone that you know. Love is all inclusive and is not just bound by titles. So, when you think of your family, the example of love, how do you react with them? How are you with them? How is your being? How do they be with you? How do they react and talk with you? I say this because when I say we associate love with value, when people ask, "Oh, are you loved?" they bring up examples that is value instead. And a couple would be, "Oh, do you love your partner?" "Yes. They make me feel secure all the time." That is an example of value. To be valued is to bear witness to one another, to notice them, and to be there for them, and to cherish that moment or that person, no matter the context. But to be loved is to be there through thick and thin, through not only just the good times, but the hard times, through the boring times, through the times when there is only suffering, when you lose all feeling altogether of love, and you are left with only the decision that you made to be with this person for the rest of your life. To be loved is hard. To be loved is rare because love is commitment itself. Love is to be there, to be present, to be the person that would never leave, no matter how hard it gets, no matter your feelings, no matter your thoughts. To be valued is to recognize oneself and one another, to support each other, and to be there for one another. That does not mean through thick and thin. It means through the good times. It is so easy to recognize and prioritize the other person and to laugh and to stay up at night and to go into the wee hours of the morning talking and expressing and feeling all the feelings that love come with. But after the feelings subside, you're left with comfortability, with complacency, and with the feeling gone, you confuse it with not having to love anymore, with not being loved or in love, when in fact it is the exact opposite. Love is a choice. Love was never a factor that you put in to having a relationship. It comes with it. Because love is long term. Love is time itself. Value is different because it is temporary. And that's not to say that you cannot value your partner for the rest of your life, but it's value in the moment. It's not expression of one self. Value is the outward expression to you. When you really love somebody, you are with them all the time. And when you are not, you have the same thought process. Your feelings may change, environments may change, habits may change, both of you may change, the people that you used to be may change. But that comes with growing up. That comes with being a human being. And the reason why we confuse value with love because it goes so hand in hand. How can you not value somebody that you love? How can you not respect the person that you admire the most? Or at least one of the people that you admire the most. Excuse me. If we use an example, of giving flowers to one another. Every time you see each other, because of how much you care about that person, you give them a flower, and in return, they give you a flower. But what happens when one of you stops giving a flower? Will you continue to give flowers? Will you continue to put in the effort that requires to give love unconditionally, to give love when there is no love in return? That doesn't mean to give in a toxic and unhealthy way. That means to never change who you are because of an outward experience, because of what you receive. Because to love is to love all. To love is to be oneself and to accept the other unconditionally. Very short, but I hope that this resonated in some way and that you have time to think about whether you truly love somebody or you appreciate the value instead that you receive. And if you do receive value instead of love, then maybe you're in the wrong environment or the wrong relationship. And it could even be with yourself. If you love and value yourself as they go hand in hand, then you would treat yourself differently. If you only love yourself, then you will not value yourself. If you only value yourself, then you will not love yourself. If you do not do both, then you cannot have the other. But many of us, especially in the early development stage, the early stages of love and relationship, we confuse connection with love or value with love. The fact that they prioritized me as love. My name is Augustin. This is Just Before Clarity, and thank you for being here.